instead of offering a real plan to lower gas prices. The only energy plan that he's really promoting is more drilling. This is what he talked about yesterday. I want to drill here, I want to drill now. I don't know where he was standing. I think he was in a building somewhere. Three major steps that we need to take to achieve this goal. First, we're going to commit ourselves to 1,150 miles per gallon plug-in hybrids on the road within 6 years. 1 million new energy-efficient cars. And they're not going to be made in Japan, they're not going to be made in China, they're going to be made right here in Ohio, right here in the United States of America. We've got the technology. We've got the technology. The problem is the car companies need to retool, and they need a partner in the federal government. George Bush took him 6 years before he'd meet with the big three automakers. We can't have that. The minute I take office, we're going to sit down with those car companies. And we are going to say to them, what do you need to retool to meet our energy efficient future? And we will give them the help that they need as long as they are making the changes that are going to make a difference in terms of bringing jobs back to Ohio and Michigan. We'll do it by investing in research and development, providing $4 billion in loans and tax credits to auto companies so they can retool, and by giving consumers a $7,000 tax credit to buy these new fuel-efficient cars. And that's how we're going to make sure that American workers and American companies thrive in the 21st century economy. Second, we're going to double the amount of energy that comes from renewable sources by the end of my first term. And that means investing in clean technology research and development that's occurring in facilities all across the country. It means investing in tax incentives to encourage the production of renewables like wind and solar power and developing the next generation of biofuels. It means finding safer ways to use nuclear power and store nuclear waste and to use more coal, one of America's most abundant resources. And it means working to modernize our national utility grid so it can accommodate these new power sources without being overrun by blackouts. The payoff from these investments in renewable energy will be renewable energy jobs right here in Ohio. I know over the last 8 years, Ohio's lost 236,000 manufacturing jobs. That's a lot of jobs. We're not going to bring them all back overnight. But I also know that Ohio has the second highest potential of all 50 states to create new wind energy manufacturing jobs. And investing in wind power could increase workers' wages in Ohio by more than $3.5 billion through the year 2020. I also know that with the right investments, Ohio could save $24 billion a year that you spend importing energy, bringing energy in from other states, and instead power 2 million homes using wind power. Imagine what that would do for the economy of Ohio and over the long term what it would do for your electricity bills. Finally, I will call on businesses and government and the American people to meet the goal of reducing demand for electricity 15% by the end of the next decade. Now, this is by far the fastest, easiest, and cheapest way to reduce our energy consumption. It will save us $130 billion on our energy bills. One report found that right here in Ohio, improvements in energy efficiency could help save homes and businesses $1.5 billion in energy costs by 2020. And if you think we